We got Babyface James here on the podcast. Tell me real quick, because I have no idea, bro.
Yeah.
I see you're like popping. You got hella followers.
Thank you very much.
But what are you? I wanted to look you up to find out what you're doing. I have no idea.
So
what you are. You have. I couldn't find anything.
It's a really good question because
Before you say it, can I say what I did see?
Go on.
This is what I did see. I saw a video of you blow up of you at a car wash, pointing the air dryer thing into your mouth, and then it got like 3 million views.
Dude.
And I'm like, is this why? Like,
dude, nah, that was just that was actually a complete, genuine. Like, you know how people say, "Oh, grab the camera. I'm gonna film myself squirting air in my mouth.
Yeah,
it's gonna be funny." Nah, my homegirl Jess, who's like a scientist. She's like a bot. Like she's like works with plants and shit. She's like super smart. I was giving her a ride somewhere, and I pulled in to put air in my tires and ran over and did that. She just filmed it, and I just posted it, and it went mental.
Wait, so then what do you actually do, bro?
So obviously, comedian is like my full-time thing, but it's interesting, really, because like I've always done comedy in some respect. It started because I was in the military for a long time, and I was in like the front lines in Afghanistan.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah. Like I was. So back in October 2000, and I'm going right back to the beginning of like where I started like comedy and like where all this show business started.
Yeah.
So back in 2009, we went to Afghanistan. That was my first tour in Afghanistan with the British Army. I was in the Army for 7 years. And we, basically our objective was to insert behind enemy lines, drive the Taliban out, and create an open route for a supply route, a safe supply route between two forward operating bases. And it was a fucking scrap.
What do you mean by scrap?
Like we got into some serious like fights.
Did you kill anyone?
Another story for another day.
Damn.
It's a never answer kind of question, but it was
wow,
full on.
Dude.
It was full on modern warfare, and I was the front man. It was called a Valen man. My job was to, when we go out on patrols, if there was a suspicious area, I'd look for mines in the ground that the Taliban had laid. But in and amongst all of this madness, I was always the one people would turn to for a laugh or a joke, or I was their little performing monkey. You know, I was their jukebox.
Okay.
And then I would, like, the end of the year, I had to, like, there was like someone had to host this thing in front of the whole battalion. It's like 150, 200, maybe more, 300 people. And I was the one that they nominated to do this thing. And I decided to make it funny. I started roasting, like, the higher, like, the sergeant majors and shit. I got in a shitload of trouble. Bro, it was not good. It was worth it though. And then from that moment I was like, cool, I'm gonna do that. Then I just fell into music. So I signed as a model, but I was always on special bookings because like I'm not your conventional like H&M type of model. I'm a bit like.
And tattoos don't matter. They don't care.
It depends on the client that books the model. You know what I'm saying? There's always something for someone.
Right.
But then I was always booked as a model. I was a model, but I was booked as special bookings. So it was for music. And I just fell out of love with making music. Like making music was, it just immediately stopped being fun. It just immediately stopped being fun. And I'd write jokes for other comics and, be doing little things and all that kind of stuff. And any music interview I did, it always ended up down that comedy route. So then I was like, why am I not just doing the one thing that I'm scared to do? Why not just go for this full time? And I've been doing it for a few years.
So are you big from stand up or just like music or modeling? Which one is it?
Like a little bit of a combination of all of them, really. So like stand up, music, modeling are the main three things that like I've been involved in.
That's so funny.
But
dude.
yeah, I came in on like the tail end of like there was like, I don't know if anyone can really remember this, but it was like back in, I want to say like 2016. I came in like the tail end of this like beards and tattoo hype.
Okay.
And that's when I got signed as a model and started getting heavily tattooed. And then everything's just kind of like, I'll be real, like with the followers, I've just sort of kept up just from personality.
But that's what's crazy. I mean, dude, I still find it kind of crazy. I had no idea. You were in the army. You were fighting Taliban?
Yeah,
is that what it was?
Yeah.
And how did that all end, man?
Well, I was discharged from the military. I joined when I was 15 and 7 months. That was the day you're allowed to submit your application. And then a few weeks later, I just turned 16 maybe. I was sent off to training, and I did.
Where
training.
were you living?
I was living in the UK. I was just living in Bristol.
Wait,
in the
UK Army?
Yeah, the British Army. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like the US Army.
Oh,
wait, they sent UK to kill Taliban? I thought that was a US thing.
No. That was a NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, United Nations type of effort.
So it was United States, United.
Yeah, we worked with the Americans quite a bit. Good guys.
Shit.
Yeah, good guys.
So US and UK was in Afghanistan?
Yeah, so it was like a United Nations type of it was like the NATO forces.
You were in Afghanistan.
I was on the front lines. I was in the Sangin Valley, just I think just north of the Pakistan border. I was in the Sangin Valley, Helmand Province.
But why? Like, what were you doing there specifically?
Well, it's actually really nice. So we were between. So there was a forward operating base called Inkerman, and then a few miles up this road. Imagine the 405, or any major freeway wherever you may be. Imagine it's going all the way up to. It's a big supply route between two forward operating bases. A forward operating base is it's like a small enclosed town, it's very safe, occupied by troops. You can walk around with your shirt off. It's not too bad. But this main supply route was completely Taliban territory, and our job as a company split into 4 platoons. So each company has 4 platoons. So I was in one platoon, and our job was to occupy a compound that was in Taliban territory. So we had to insert at night, and we spent 4 days fighting the Taliban as we went into these compounds. We drove them back. We occupied the area, and when we arrived there, this is the craziest part to me. And people are like, "Oh, politics." But I was I was there, and I was in the thick of it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I was there 100%. You couldn't get any closer than I was. I was the first man through the door. I was the door kicker. I was the Valen man. I was the first man out the gate. I picked the safe route for guys to walk. And I'll ask the question that's on everyone's lips. We lost a lot of guys.
And how old were you?
I was 18.
And you don't have any PTSD from this shit?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have had PTSD, and I think honestly one of the things that's helped me the most is comedy.
Yeah, of course.
Genuinely,
do you talk about the war and shit?
Listen, I don't talk about a lot of my military stuff. I'll talk about the Afghan War because that's on a lot of people's radars. A lot of people kind of have some knowledge about that, but there's a lot of stuff. Most of the stuff I won't talk about. Publicly. If you're my friend and I've known you for a while, a lot of my close friends, they know deep, dark, dirty secrets. But the Afghan War was something that I was proud of that as well. Really proud of that because it was we lost a lot of guys, and that was honestly the worst thing that I've ever had to experience. But we got to this area in Afghanistan, and there were kids with limbs missing, gunshot wounds. There was pandemonium. There was no food for anybody. It was just chaos. It was hell on earth. And when we left, dude, they'd opened schools, libraries. There was a medical center
in Afghanistan.
Yeah, where we were. So we drove the Taliban out, and we kicked their ass. And then how
many Taliban died?
How bright's a candle?
Huh?
How bright's a candle?
Fuck, I don't know, dude.
Exactly.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you had an answer for that shit. I was like, damn, I don't know how bright. He's gonna come up here with 48 degrees.
I would have been pissed if you'd have been I'll tell you exactly how bright a fucking candle.
Yeah, dude. I was like, shit, am I supposed to know this? It's a Jewish trick question or something.
No, but yeah. So the army was, but then I got medically discharged. So
why?
I actually had a cold injury on my feet.
Wow.
Yeah, so you got frostbite, and then under that's frost nip, and then that's slightly less severe.
Okay.
And then underneath that is non-freezing cold injury. And I got non-freezing cold injury on I got no capillary refill in my toes, my fingers.
So is that the closest you've ever been to dying?
The non-freezing cold injury?
Just the whole fucking thing,
the
army? War, the army, yeah.
Yeah. Yesterday I had a close call.
Yeah. What about yesterday, bro? I feel like that was your closest call. So yesterday, I saw your story. You were riding a motorcycle, and these guys were shooting at you,
bro. So
bullets.
All right. This is a madness because I was in a mix. I was in a mix of emotions. So I had a meeting in Santa Monica, and it was late. So my meeting was at 8:00. It ran till about 10, and it was windy yesterday.
Okay.
And it was cold, and I was riding my motorcycle, and I have a flash motorcycle. I have a really nice one. It's really sexy. It's 200 mile an hour. It's a Yamaha R1, 2023, brand new, off the lot. It's my pride and joy. I love that thing, right? And I rode my bike, and I was coming back, and I was coming up by the Hollywood Bowl. This is actually bananas, bro. I was coming up by the Hollywood Bowl now, and some guys in like a Hyundai, they pulled like kind of in front of me, but not completely blocking me. My first initial thought was, "What a fucking gang of idiots! Learn how to drive, pal." Like, 'cause it's 11 o'clock at night on a Monday night, so there's no one really around.
It's not a red light or anything, right? Like
it was at a red light.
Oh, it was at
a red light. That's why I was stopped. Yeah, so I was at the red light, and these guys pulled up literally as soon as I did as well. And then the driver wound his window down and told me to get off the bike. Now
Wait, hold up. What would they have done? Like, wait, was it? By the way, what was his race?
He had a shiesty on.
Oh, he had a mask?
Yeah, they all did.
Whoa.
Yeah, bro. I spoke to my boy, who's like pretty streetwise out here in LA, and he was like, "Oh, they pulled up to you with shiesties on in a Cilantro, bro. Those cars, you can start with a screwdriver. They are out to just rob shit.
Wait, those cars or what?
There's people that are like, they'll steal those cars.
Oh.
So these like jack boys will see like let's say me and you are going out for the night robbing, right? We'll go and find a Hyundai Elantra or a Kia, and it was all over the internet. You can start them with a screwdriver, and then they'll go out and they'll look for like marks and they'll just rob people violently, whatever, and then they'll burn the car at the end of the night and go home with their winnings. Scumbags.
So masks, but what you're saying, like covering everything but the eyes, like
no. This is what. Yeah. So the guy who I saw in the driver's seat, he was like a light skinned guy, because you could see his ethnicity through the what he had, obviously where he was looking at me.
So the guy in the driver's window said, "Get off the bike."
He said, "Get off the bike," and I'm about to get off to fight them.
Why don't you just drive off?
Well, this is what I did. But my initial thought was, he said, "Turn off he said, "Get off the bike." So I turned my music off. I have like a Bluetooth headset thing that plays music. So I turned it off and I said, "What did you say?" And he said, "Get off the bike." And as he's saying this, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to fight you. But then I see, as he's saying this, a guy get out of the passenger side on the right-hand side of the car, so away from me, and he gets out of the car quick, and he's got a mask on, a shiesty, and I'm thinking, okay, cool, these guys want my bike. So I put it in gear and just ran the light, went straight through the light, and then I didn't like take off. This is crazy, bro. I didn't take off. I kind of like at pace, but not like crazy. As I'm like, because I've turned my music off, so I've got full like audio of everything that's going on.
Uh-huh.
I hear them coming up behind me, so I revved it a bit more. I'm approaching another red light as I'm about to come onto the 170, and then pop, pop, over my head. 2 bullets went over my head, and then I don't give a shit if the California Highway Patrol is watching this, bro. I was doing about 190 down there. You got no chance of catching me. I was fucking out.
Wait, so you were in a car. I mean, you were in your bike, and then the guy in the driver's seat. Did he also have a mask? They all did.
I saw the guy in the driver's seat,
and you saw he had a mask, and you still wanted to fight him, bro.
Do you know what's crazy? It's like an instinctual thing, bro. It's like, bro,
if I see a mask, I'm like, bro, this guy is trying to pull some shit, dude.
It's really interesting you say that, actually, because I remember having a conversation in Afghanistan. This is one of the conversations I can figuratively remember having, because we would have interpreters with us. They like translate and they help us with atmospherics in the local area. They speak fluent Afghan. I speak a little bit of Pashto as well. But then, so the medic, Jody, lovely girl, Jody. We love Jody. She was our medic. She was such a babe. Like a sister as well. I remember, bro, there would be times like when we come back from Afghanistan, we all go out to the clubs, and like guys would try and hit on her, like that weren't our people, like just random guys out try and hit on her, and 30 of us are shutting that shit down. It got to a point where she's like, "Guys, I'm trying to get some dick. I beg, come on, bro, please, you have to stop." Like, "No, Jody, no one's good enough for you." But
you wanted to fuck Jody, huh?
Never.
Wait, but hold up. Back to this fucking crazy ass like. So these guys pulled up, right?
Right. So they pulled up,
and then so you ran a red light.
I ran 2.
And then they were right behind you.
Yeah, they took off. They took off coming off.
They didn't pull any guns out or anything like that either. Like,
do you know what I think happened? I think the kid who was on the other side that got out of the car, I think he was strapped.
How old do you think these kids were?
Early 20s, late teens.
Damn. And you didn't have a gun or nothing?
Do you know what? I didn't. That's like I'm now gonna stay strapped.
Do you have one now?
Stay strapped. No. Nah.
Yeah, now we
No,
all
but
know.
it was just, you know what it was? It was they're trying to fight the guys. Was like it was like this. What I was saying about Jody. She had a conversation with me in Afghan, and the interpreters would have radios they could hear the Taliban on.
Mm-hmm.
The Taliban would say, "Okay, we're going to attack the troops on the left now," and Jody would wince like this, and she'd turn away, she'd turn right and wince, whereas I would like look, I'd be looking, because that's what I'm trained to do. She was a medic, I was a frontline infantry soldier, so I'm looking for a fight. Okay, cool. Where would I be hiding if I was an enemy now? If I was going to ambush me, where would I be hiding? Type shit. Let me get eyes on this shit. So I'm ready to go. So it's like
that's crazy, bro.
It's fight or flight. You know what I'm saying?
I had no idea you were about that life, man.
I'm not. I hate confrontation.
Wow.
I hate confrontation.
Well, you are white.
I'm not.
It's crazy.
This is the thing about being a white. Like as white, I did my 23andMe. Bro, no one's whiter. I've got like Norway, Denmark, Ireland, Scotland. There's no part of me.
Just a combination of all the like the most like white countries ever. Just like
Nordic, Slavic, fucking see-through, bro. We're that white. It's bad.
Wow.
It's bad. But this is the issue with it as well. I fucking hate white people, bro. Name one part.
Damn,
listen,
bro. Black Lives Matter like brainwashed you, dog. You're like, I fucking hate my own people now, dog. What the hell? That's what I was afraid of seeing. Like slowly, white people are starting to hate themselves. You know, like
I don't hate myself. Here's the thing, because I'm cultured.
Or like hate their type of people. You know,
I'm cultured, innit? Like my mom's African. I'm first generation Zimbabwean. My mom was born in Zimbabwe. My grandfather moved my mum, my aunt, and my grandmother to England in the 1960s, the early 60s, because he did not fuck with the apartheid going on there. He's like, I do not want any part of this.
Damn.
So he was like ahead of his time with the whole racism shit. Get this, trip out on this, right? And then they moved to England, right? And then my mum was bullied, right?
Mm-hmm.
For being white. Because like she was from Africa, right?
Right.
So people didn't understand. But she got bullied for being white by other white kids. Like,
bro, but if you think everyone who can bully will bully,
100%, 100%. You know? And you know, I just think that like now, like in the last like probably 2-3 years, especially, white people have like, there's just every time you watch like a fail army video of some stupid person on a rope swing, some chick, she's like 300 pounds, she's on a rope swing into a lake.
Yeah.
What color is she?
Kind of looks like you, bro.
She kind of looks like me,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I swallowed an inflatable dinghy.
You
know what I'm saying? It's always the same shit. And it's like, you don't get Indian people walking down the street, shutting down little girls' lemonade stands. Stopping skateboarders.
Because it's in your genetics, you know what I mean? Like, think about it. You have every white country in your genetics. Like, what's that word? Like you are, like, just a human reincarnation of privilege. You know what I mean?
100%. Here's the thing.
But then you got all these tattoos. You're like Post Malone's, like, unwanted nephew.
Someone
you know
said
I mean?
like, I did a comedy roast back in London. It was like a roast battle. Bro, this guy annihilated me. I had blonde hair at the time. And this guy said, it looks like Eminem tried to join Blink-182. Bro, it was shut down. It was such a good one.
Now you can use that on stage, man.
Yeah, about myself. That's a good one. How did you get involved in comedy? When did you start doing stand-up?
I started in
Israel. Because you're committed to this thing.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
I love it, bro. It's beautiful to see, man.
Thank you, bro.
I love it, man. How did you get into this?
Israel.
You started in Israel?
I was I was on a connection flight to Israel, and we were there for like 3 days, and I was like, dude, if I want to do stand up in like the pinnacle, and I always wanted to do stand up, and I was writing stand up since I was like super young, but I never like got on stage. Yeah. And then when I was 18, I was like, all right, dude, I'm in New York. It's not disclosed.
Non-disclosed.
It's not disclosed.
I was 32 yesterday. It was my birthday.
Huh?
It was my birthday yesterday.
Yesterday? Happy birthday! Yeah.
That's very
32?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Well, baby
growing. Yeah, baby.
Someone asked me once at a gig, they were like, yo, what does that say on your knuckles? It's like baby face. And they were like, why do you have that? I was like, she was like, how old are you? I was like 30. I was like 30 at the time. I was like 30. And she goes, No, yeah, I thought you were older, to be honest. Bitch.
32.
Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted you.
You kind of do look older.
Thank you.
But you got like the wrinkles
weathered,
by your
bro. I
eyes.
was living in LA, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So continue. How did you start stand up? So you're on a connecting.
I mean,
festival,
and I did stand up at the Greenwich Comedy Club or what is it, bro? They call it something differently, like the Greenwich Village, the Greenwich
Village.
Yeah, comedy club. And I did one set there, and I made a bunch of lesbian like dyke jokes. And then the host of the show, or like the mic, was like a lesbian dyke.
No.
So she got on stage and then started like, "Don't make dyke jokes when the host of the mic is a dyke." Like, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" I still remember that joke, dude.
You remember the joke?
Dude, I think I do. This is like the first.
Yeah, bro. Let's exchange first jokes.
I think it was like I was like it has something to do with like colleges. I was like all girls school, like frat house. Like,
Okay.
Like an all-girl college frat house, like, and I was like, what would be like an all-girl college frat house? You know what I mean? Like the jocks and it wasn't even, there was like, it got like laughs, but like there was no structure to it.
There's no structure to the joke.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, she was a fucking like, what is just a bunch of dykes and like, yeah, like, it wasn't good. It was just like it's like one of those
jokes. I know what you mean. It's like one of those jokes that it's the perfect. That is the epitome of that went a lot better in my head.
Yeah, but it was also my first time. Anyways, I moved to Israel and I just fucking.
How long were you in Israel for?
I was there for like 8 months.
Oh, what?
And I was opening for the biggest comedian in Israel. His name is Shachar Chasson. And
chocolate croissant.
Yeah.
What was his name? What was his name, dog? Chocolate croissant.
Chocolate croissant,
That's
bro.
right there.
You couldn't get any whiter right now, dude. Nah, his name is Shachar Chasson.
Bruv, I'm gonna go shut down some skateboarding and tip a lemonade stand. So you open for him, right? Okay.
Yeah, he let me do it every week, and I was kind of like developing slowly like that. And it wasn't like. It was in English. You know what I mean?
Oh, it was in English? Okay.
Yeah, I was doing comedy in English.
You speak Hebrew?
Yeah.
That's fucking
I was
cool,
born in Israel. I was born in Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, I just fucking it was crazy, man. I was just like it was fun.
Do you remember your first big laugh?
Dude, I don't know, bro.
I do.
What's yours?
I remember my first big laugh doing stand-up was in London. And I hadn't told anyone I was going. I hadn't told any of my friends anything like that. It was in London. And I was getting up, because we have our like versions of the store, like the comedy store, and like, but it's not like Mitzi's comedy store. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a weird kind of like half. And I remember getting my first proper laugh. Like my proper good laugh, and it was like as soon as I felt that go through my body and through the vibrations, I was like, this is 100%.
How long ago was when did you start doing stand up?
Oh, my first stand up was I was still in the army.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, I was doing little open mics in pubs and little shithole toilet clubs and just up and down where I lived and stuff. My aunt and uncle came to my first gig. Oh, and I was telling them my jokes in the car on the way there. Bless them. And they were like, I don't know, are they that good, your jokes?
Yeah.
But nobody laughed. I bombed so hard. Obviously, like,
do it, bro.
But like nobody was expecting. It was an open mic night for anyone. You could go up there and fucking play a trash can lid if you wanted to. No one was expecting live comedy. They weren't expecting it to be that bad either.
Right.
But then I was like, but my uncle Chris, he said to me, that was terrible, but don't give up. Like, please don't give up.
That's some real shit.
But I wrote on some real shit, and yeah, it was that first laugh when I proper had a good one. I posted something yesterday on my story. It's like the smallest things in comedy is what make it so magical for me, bro. At the end of a set, when everyone's clapping above their head, little things like that make me. Here's why I left the music industry, bro. Because everyone in the music industry was very much like, don't get me wrong, I have a wonderful relationship with music still as an art form. I love it.
What kind of music did you do? You look like a drill rapper, kind of.
No, I was definitely not a drill rapper. I mean, I rapped, I sang.
Can you freestyle?
No.
Ah.
I can't even, I mean, I definitely can't remember any of my lyrics. It's been so long since I've written anything, in obviously music-wise. But I came away from the music industry. It was in COVID, and I fell out of love with it like that overnight. And I was like, to be successful in music, the people you have to be around, I don't like those type of people.
Uh-huh.
The way that they kind of behave and interact with one another. I had a bit the other night about like how, you know, like when you see these girls out in town, and you're like, oh, the new Diplo song's on the radio. And she's like, oh, you mean Maddie? Oh, yeah, we're like super good friends.
Uh-huh.
You're like, what? Like, it's kind of douchey. And it was just, and then like I took a step back and I looked at the industry for what it was. And it was just all these kind of piranha trying to fucking bite each other, fake love type shit. And obviously I was on the sidelines in comedy. I like written jokes for people back home, like, you know, just like other comics and stuff, and like always been involved, constantly watching it, constantly writing stuff, wanting to get back into it. COVID happened and I was like, the whole sole purpose of doing comedy is to bring joy. Bro, yes. I was in the music industry for 5 years, longer. I was deep in the music industry, almost signed deals, all that type of shit. I'm in the comedy industry now, have been, there are a lot of similarities.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Show business is show business. It's a business. But there's the element of joy that comes with it. And those little things, like that first laugh, I'll never forget that first big laugh I got from an audience.
Yeah.
It was magic, bro.
I always kind of liked bombing.
Here's what's interesting. I hadn't bombed for like a while. And I was like, I need to bomb so I know what it feels like. To like bring me back to earth.
Uh-huh.
And then I bombed twice in a row real bad. And I was like, okay, that's enough bombing now. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll get highs from things that shouldn't get you high.
Right.
You know?
You
Like-
didn't think could.
Like you could you know what's the funny part is you tell a really bad joke and the audience laughs because the audience is like being supportive, and then you just go home and you're like, wow, Louis C.K. I should open for that guy.
Right.
You know, like
Right?
I need to take this to the next level.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I love that though. I love going to the store and being like, okay, I need to step my game up.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go back. I need to step my game up.
Right.
I love that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. I don't know. I love seeing people I like do well.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, I don't know. Comedy for me was always just like, it's scary as well. Because I don't know if you think about it like this. I've always thought of it like one of the reasons it terrifies me is because that's like me saying, I think I'm funny.
Mm-hmm.
Come listen to me tell jokes. And I've definitely had people in my life that have been like, bro, you are not funny. You look funny. But
You do look funny.
I do look funny. I look like I come dressed as Aaron Carter for Halloween.
You look like a gay Justin Bieber.
I look like a gay Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
You look like a Jewish cookie monster.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
What is it? What is it that makes me look like a gay cookie monster?
No, I said Jewish cookie monster.
Oh, what makes me look like a Jewish cookie monster? Like, where's Cookie Monster?
The hair.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
He doesn't have hair, bro.
He's curly.
Nah, bro.
Is he not?
No, he's just like a furry dude, bro.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, then you look like a Muslim Barbara Streisand.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take that. My pants are ripped right now.
You what?
My pants are ripped.
How'd you rip your pants?
Look at this.
Oh, you weren't kidding, bro.
I'm just walking around town.
I have pants in my back. You want some pants?
No, I just really like these pants. You know what I
No,
mean?
they're cool. Aren't
I
they
just-
pajama bottoms?
I just wear them.
Aren't they pajama
They're
bottoms
just
though?
totally ripped, you know? You're just like if you want to, like if I was walking around and someone just stuck a dick up my ass,
It's going in.
like it's
Going
kind
in.
of like I asked for it. You know what I mean? Just
You haven't
walking
done much to
around.
prevent that kind of thing.
'Cause
Yeah.
I mean, but if anyone's sticking dicks up asses on the street, like maybe they shouldn't be on the street.
Maybe they shouldn't be on the street.
You know?
Yeah. Bro, you know what's crazy? I saw two people fucking in Skid Row. Dude, we watched that. Did you watch that Cecil Hotel documentary on Netflix?
Nah.
Bro, it's on Netflix, right? You get a chance, give that a watch. It's about the Cecil Hotel in downtown LA. And me and my buddy, we watched it, got freaked out, took a bunch of mushrooms, and then went down to Skid Row to just go and have a look around. Bro, we saw two people fucking. Like, it was like a dystopian It was bananas.
You've never been to Skid Row?
I hadn't, not at night, not 3 a.m.
Bro.
Oh yeah, it was like 3 a.m.
Dude, Skid Row is the fucking place to be.
Bro, it was like, fuck the zoo. This is the real, like, these are real fucking creatures right here. Dude.
I know this guy, and he lives in Skid Row, and he'll like send me videos of like I don't know why he does this. Like if you're watching this, stop doing it.
Why are you?
He'll send me videos every day of just people who died on the street in Skid Row.
I bet.
Like people who are like bleeding out of their mouth or like who were shot. And most of the people he sends me that are dying are people who died of like overdose. No, of fentanyl. He usually sends me like fentanyl overdoses. And one time he like sent me a video of like the police taking down his tent.
What?
And then like him having to like post it up somewhere. And it was like a nice like, you know what's weird? His fucking whole tent was bigger than like my entire van. I was like, bro, what the fuck? And you never invited me over? Like,
they never invited me over.
Motherfucker, dude, I've been driving around in my van. I don't got all this space you got, bro. This guy has like a 2-bedroom tent. You know?
I sent you before the podcast. I love this, bro.
No, I love my van too, bro.
This is,
you should check out his place, dog. Dude. But that's the thing is they got to poop in buckets, you know?
We do?
No, they do.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, and like here's the thing. So like I have this poop tank in my toilet.
You have to empty that shit?
Yeah.
Like you have to empty that? Like
so
it goes into like a thing?
I have to empty, but here's the problem, man. I need to empty that shit, and it costs $60 just to empty the dump tank. And the dump tank takes about like 30 dumps to fill up. So I'm paying
how much?
30 dumps until it's filled up, and it costs $60. So I'm paying
good shit. Like
I'm paying $2 per shit, dude.
I mean, more if you like. Sometimes, bro.
Sometimes I'll go crazy, but that's why I take a shit everywhere I can. Like,
of course.
That's why I want this guy's tent, bro. Like, let me shit in your bucket, dude. I can't be shitting in here all the time.
So hang on. So $60 every 30 shits.
Yep.
What if you like? Okay, you have to take into consideration, like, obviously, what if you take a shit that's like the size of a baby seal? That's like
that's the thing, man. That's why I always
that's an expensive shit.
I have a strategy. So like, I'll hold my shits for like the whole day, and at the end of the day, I'll go to like an open mic and just shit at the open mic, you know, because I can't be shitting in here all the time, because it costs me money, and I'm Jewish, bro. Like people don't understand the privilege they have. All right, all of you motherfuckers are shitting for free. I have to pay to poop. All right?
It's unacceptable.
Everyone in Hollywood's complaining about having to pay for rent. Try paying for poop, dog.
Try paying for poop.
It's fucking crazy, dude. You know,
crazy?
bro, you want to know what's even crazier?
Go on.
I have to when you go to a restaurant and you see like a $14 burger, you're like, okay, it's $14 burger, you know, that's all you
money.
Yeah, and then I got to look at that shit, and I have to be like, okay, it's $40, and then I have to add the poop tax on top of it that it's going to cost me to shit it out later.
Is this a bit?
No, bro, this is my life, dog.
Bro,
what
this is
fuck?
good. This is a good
Dude,
bit.
no, well, this is how I live, bro.
That's really good, bro. You should do that for a bit.
You want to hear the worst part, though? Does that look like an appealing place to shit? That toilet right there?
Listen to me, brother. I've shitted in way what? Do you want a really bad shit?
Bro, what the fuck, dude? What are you just say? Do you say I just shit in way worse places? Are you insinuating that this is a shitty place to poop, bro?
Bro, this is gleaming. This is absolutely phenomenal, bro. This is like, bro, the Virgin Mary would be proud to come in here and take a dump in that toilet.
I know she would.
Bro, you want to hear a really bad shit story?
Yeah.
I got a couple of these really bad shit stories.
All right, let's hear them.
Bro, so we was on patrol, right? And we was on a training exercise. And it was a competition amongst like a bunch of other teams, and it was like a week with no sleep, up and down mountains, tasks and challenges at different locations, like 100 miles over. It was fucking crazy.
Okay.
And I needed to fucking stop and drop a grumpy. So I said to my boy who was in front of me, yo, when we go firm, which means when we take a break, when we next take a knee, give me a heads up, because I got to drop a grumpy. I'm going to make it quick.
Wow, you and your British slang, dude. I got to drop a grumpy?
Yeah. You know who I got that from? Johnny Depp said it in that Amber Heard trial
on
Netflix.
Sounds
and I thought, I'm having that.
Yeah.
So he told me when we went firm, and I had my tissues ready. Now, bear in mind, I've got like it's what we call a day sack, which is like a big book bag, a belt kit, webbing, rifle, helmet, right, all this shit. So I'm like fiddling around, unbuckling my pants, and I've got my back up against a tree, right? curling this shit out, man. It looks like King Kong's cock, right? Massive, great. There's a weight to this one. Bro, I realized I've taken a shit and it's gone into where I pulled my pants down.
Okay.
And it's like in my boxers. You understand? So it's not gone on the floor.
Yeah.
It's gone in between my legs.
That's the best.
And now I can't get this shit out. So I'm flapping to get this poop
Where
out,
did you
right?
poop?
Well, it was on training exercise.
It was
It wasn't like in a war zone or anything.
Bro, I mean,
So I'm like leaning up against the tree.
you don't
with
know
my
how to
pants
take
pulled
a
down.
shit outside?
Bro, I had all my kit on. So even when I leant back against the tree, I'm leaning back against the tree like this, right? But because I got all my kit on, it pushes me to here. So I'm virtually upright. So the dump's just gone straight into in between my... And now I can't...
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You could use the same fucking back support that you're using and just have your feet a little bit farther out.
I was in a rush.
You just take a shit in your pants. Be like, oh, I'm in a rush. I gotta...
Rather than shit my pants with them around my waist, I shit my pants with them around my ankles. So
Okay.
Everybody thought it was hilarious.
You know, bro, taking a shit in nature is the most, like, human thing. It's so awesome.
Nice, isn't it?
Well, what you gotta do is you don't use support. So you bend your knees.
Yeah.
And you like get in like a ball position.
Well, that's how they shit in Afghanistan.
And and
I nearly shot someone once.
While he was doing that?
Yeah, we thought he was laying an IED, bro. I gave him to fire a warning shot next to him. This poor guy was just...
You gave him a warning shot?
Yeah, bro, what are you doing? What is ya? That means go move, bro.
So you shot him while he was
No, I didn't
shitting?
shoot him. I shot next to him. And then when he turned around, I went... lifted his... They just shit right there in the street.
Oh, was it a Taliban or...
No, it wasn't a Taliban. It was a local national. It was a local Afghan.
Oh, so why
Like
are
a
you
farmer.
why are you even like messing with this guy?
Because I didn't
Let
know.
him take a shit.
Because I didn't know he was bending down in the middle of the street. I thought, what the fuck's he doing? I went on the phone, stop, hey, stand up, what are you doing? And he looked over and he ignored me. And then I realized, fired a warning shot. He's like, I'm fucking having a shit. I was like, oh, sorry, mate. No, they shit right there.
That's all you need to do, bro. You just take a shit, you wipe your ass with a leaf, you move on with your day, bro.
Shit in nature is different, dog.
Yeah.
It really
if you're
does.
high too, it's probably the best.
So do you ever like drive this up to like Portland, like by waterfalls and
Nah, bro. That's the thing, man. I did that in Morocco.
shit? You should do that.
I pulled over in Morocco.
Took a shit.
We were going on a trip, and I just pulled up, and it was like in the middle of the highway, in the middle of the mountains. Actually, we were going up a mountain, and we just pulled over in the desert. There was like an area with like a bunch of trees. It was actually like a little like grassland in this like very hot area, and I was like, yo, I really need to take a shit. My dad just pulled over. I was like, dude, you asked for this, you know, and I went down under that tree. And I just took a shit, and I looked at the world around me, and I was like, man, this is what it means to be alive.
This is, bro, it's so, it feels like, I don't know, as well, because it's the first time I feel as well, it's like one of the only times you get a properly good look at what you've done. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get a proper good look at the shit.
Well, the flies already over it.
Yeah. But like, as guys, I feel like I'm like a stereotypical guy. Farts make me laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like a good shit makes me, like, I fart and laugh with my friends. Like, that's just, I'm that kind of human being. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I know how to spell, and I'm like relatively intellectual, and I've got a brain on my head, but stupid, poopy, farty jokes make me laugh.
Gooby.
You know, so it's like,
Gooby.
when you take a good shit, what is it about that? It just feels good, man. I have a question for you I wanted to ask you. What's your process for writing a joke? I got into an argument about this.
I actually just talked about this. I was at an open mic right now, and I just talked about this with another comedian.
How did it go?
I like to think.
What do you mean?
So like I'll do like the natural process. Like I'll like think, and then I'll like think about it. Like once I get the idea, I'll like think about it. I won't do anything. I won't pull out my phone and start writing. I'll just think about it. You know, I'll let my imagination kind of like take its course, and I'll like sit and like just like. And then I'll turn on my voice recorder, and then I'll like record myself talking for like 30 minutes. Yeah. And then I won't listen to it. I'll just start writing after that.
You write
after I record.
Okay.
But I won't listen to it.
Oh, you won't listen to it?
No.
So then you'll go back over both of those, your recording and your notes.
I mean, I only record just so I don't feel like I'm a crazy person. You know what I mean? And it's not like because I actually want to go back to it. But another reason why I record is because like I want to record so that after I can listen if I miss something. So like if I'm writing something and I thought about and I'm like and now I'm writing it out. Because here's the thing: if I just immediately write after I record, then I and I only do it based off like what I just recorded. Like I'm listening to the recording right after I just said it. Then like now I'm like mind blocking myself because now all I'm doing is just copying and pasting what I just heard. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I don't want to do that because
yeah,
then I'm now my own block. I'm like stopping myself from being creative and like letting my mind be free and do its own thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's supposed to be like
that's interesting. I like that.
Yeah,
I haven't heard that as a perspective, but that's kind of interesting. So you kind of just
observe.
But you observe yourself as well.
Yeah, I'll do either one of two things. I'll either put myself in really intense, like crazy situations, or I'll tell you right now. I'll either put myself in like a crazy intense situation, or I'll just I'll like watch something. Like I'll just go, like for example, I'll go to a cafe and I'll just observe my thoughts as I sit at that cafe. So like
people watch,
but like people watch on myself.
Yeah.
People watch.
Reflect.
So like for example, like I'm not like looking at these people and being like, oh look at this fucking guy, what an idiot. Instead, I'll be like, look at how I'm reacting to what he's doing, because that's more interesting, you know. So like, let's say there's a guy chewing really loud.
Yeah.
Instead of me being like oh this guy's chewing really loud, I fucking hate people who chew loud. I'll look at myself and be like, I wonder why I hate people who chew loud, and then I'll go into that.
Interesting. That's a very different dimensional way of thinking about things.
Yeah. Like
I like that. It's making me think about.
I'll think about my thoughts. I'll think about my reactions to things that are happening around me.
I feel like this just reminds me of like the Pink Floyd prism. It's like a different way of looking at things.
Yeah.
Because I'm super boring with the way I write shit.
How do you?
I think of like a funny. All right, so watch this. I think of like a funny. Like a set, like I'm a set, like the way I write a joke is this. All right, cool. Because I've never really had to explain this to anyone before. I'll throw shit out at my friends, like funny, like little sayings, and just in conversation. Oh, my girl was doing this, we were doing that, and when I think of something like a fun little saying, I almost think of a punchline first. I think of a punchline, and then I work around it. Does that make sense? Like I work into like, so I had a bit like, for example, what was it? I had a girl, she walked out on me. People that I'm terrible to live with, you know, I dated a girl in a wheelchair and even she walked out on me. So
you're kind of like mind mapping around the punchline.
Yeah.
No. I mean, like, look, dude, there's no right way to do it.
Of course.
It's not like I'm doing that every single time.
I'm just jealous that you've got like a super like.
Well, it's not like, well, here's the thing. It's like, it's different. Like, I mean, like, for example, like a couple of days ago, there was like a angry, like, Mexican group.
I did not expect you to say group.
Like, and they were just yelling at a crackhead, and they were like kind of fat, and and they were screaming at him, and the crackhead was like, "Fuck you. Fuck you," and then they were like, "I'll fucking kill you, dog. I'll fucking kill you." And then he started walking away, screaming like "fuck you" to himself as he's walking away because he's a crackhead. And you only react to a crackhead if you're retarded yourself. You know what I mean? Like that's the only way you'll ever give someone attention. Like only idiots talk to idiots. You know what I mean? So these idiots are like. So I go to the crackhead.
That's so fucking true though. But
bro,
if you're not a fucking complete retard, you just ignore him and we'll continue.
So that's the thing. I go to him and I just start fucking with him. I go to the crackhead and I go, "Hey man,"
with the crackhead?
Yeah. I'm like, yes, I guess I'm an idiot because I'm fucking with the idiot. I'm like, "Hey man, Jesus loves you. All right." This had nothing to do with Jesus. I just came in there, just this Jew, like, "Hey, Jesus loves you. Okay, don't worry about anything. You know why? Because Jesus loves you." And he's like, "I know Jesus loves me. Jesus fucking loves me. Jesus died for my sins. But fuck these Mexicans. Fuck them."
Oh, then, what were they shouting at him?
So then they are now like getting upset and they start like charging up at him. And like one of the fat Mexicans takes off his backpack and they're like walking towards him. And I'm like, "Oh, shit's about to go down." But then both of them just like, they do that thing where like he's walking and they're following him. But then like as he walks far enough, they just like.
Oh, they puff their chests out.
Yeah, and
they back him off the block.
No, but they don't do that. He's just minding his own business, being a crackhead. He's already walked away, and they're just
still pumped.
And then they go back and put their backpacks on, and then I go to them, and I'm like, "Hey, Jesus loves you." Like, Jesus fucking loves you. And then this guy's pissed.
I'm dead.
And he goes, "Yeah, Jesus loves me." And then he just like throws a punch
at you.
Yeah, But then he stops right before my chin, and then his Mexican like dad friend, there's like 5 of them, like pulls him back, and then he looks at me. He's like, "Could have fucking punched you right now, fool, but I didn't." And I'm like, you know why? Because Jesus loves you.
Because Jesus loves you.
Jesus fucking loves
Boom.
you.
There you go.
But no, and then I left, bro, because they started getting really mad. And then the older man, the older Mexican dude, followed me and like the 2 guys I was with to like where we went, because we went to the other side of the parking lot. And he's like, and he like walks up to us with like a cane, like it was like a fucking Kung Fu Panda movie. And he's like, "Hey, that dude's in a gang, fool. He'll fuck you up, man. You don't want to fuck with him. Don't joke around with this guy because you disrespected him, fool." I'm like, "Bro, I didn't try to disrespect him." He's like, "Well, you did. That's why he was gonna beat you up, because he was talking to the white dude."
It's a good accent.
And I was like, "Well," but I told him, I was like, "Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I just wanted to let him know that Jesus loved him, bro."
Jesus
and I told him, "And you know what, sir?" And he's like, "What, fool?" And I'm like, "Jesus loves you too." And
you're a pain in the ass.
And then he just left, bro.
He just bounced?
They all, like, they were tired of him. Because, like, here's the thing. If you tell someone Jesus loves them enough, they'll go, you know?
They'll just leave. They'll just leave.
Like, if I was, like, even, it works on anyone. Like, if I was a Jew in the Holocaust and, like, a bunch of Nazis pulled up to my door and they were like, "Get on the fucking ground," I'd be like, hey.
Jesus loves you.
Jesus loves you.
You're like, "Hey, I got a note from my doctor. Is that any good?" Hey.
No. But Jesus loves you.
Jesus loves you.
And they're like, all right, you can stay.
You're good to go. That's pretty good. If he loves me, then I guess I'll be all right. This is the...
You had a crazy, like, you were robbing and shit?
Yeah, well, when I left the military, it was so abrupt. I was on a range day, and, like target practice, I guess you could call it. And I got a phone call from occupational health on my personal phone. And I said, "Oh yeah, Rifleman Home, you got an appointment tomorrow." Holmes is my Alex Holmes is my slave name, my real name. And then they said, she said, "You got an appointment tomorrow at 11. Just make sure you're there." And I was like, "Okay, cool." I went and told my platoon sergeant. I'll never forget this. And my platoon sergeant is a guy called Andre Zwinan. I still talk to him now. And I was like, "Sarge, I got an appointment tomorrow at 11. And he was like, "You lucky bastard. Because it's a horrible range tomorrow, like crawling through the mud and smoke grenades. It's going to be raining, lucky bastard." I was like, haha. I got down to the the head medical center, and this doctor who was like a colonel basically just handed me what they call a brown letter, which basically means you're out. They've looked at your medical shit and they basically just signed it off. You are out. And that was it. And then I was just gobsmacked. I went back to my car and cried in my car.
Wait, like you're out of the army? Like you're out of the military?
Yeah, out of the army. Yeah, out of the military.
Wow.
You're done. So then, like, they give you, not like that day, you understand? You have to go through, like, a process of, like de-kitting, and it's, like, forms have to be filled. Dot the I's, cross the T's, right?
So what made you want to start, like, robbing and, like...
Well, because I was so angry.
So you got, like, your own gun and shit?
I was so angry. I just went on a rampage and I did, like, I can't say too much publicly, do you know what I mean? I ended up in Nick. But, like, robbing people at gunpoint. Robbing places at gunpoint. We robbed do you know what we did? This is a cool one. We robbed the racetrack where they race greyhounds.
What's a greyhound?
Like a dog. Like the dog race.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, we went in there when the races had finished. Fucking put the money in the fucking bag.
Damn.
Yeah.
Would you have actually killed people or not?
Hell nah, bro.
It's just for, like...
Fuck no, bro.
Damn.
Hell nah. Victimless crime, bro. Money's insured.
Okay.
Fuck, who cares?
So you take the money and then...
And then we were I was a drug dealer. I moved to a place. One of my friends from South London was at university. He just flunked out of university. He just flunked out of college, but he wasn't ready to leave. So we went down there and we set up shop. We started selling party drugs. It was like a very deep, it was deep into the like techno music, like the house music kind of scene. In that, like, if you went to that university, you were in that scene. Mm-hmm. So we were just slinging pills left, right, and center.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and we were disco. But because I was suffering so bad with depression. I was doing MDMA twice a day.
What's MDMA?
Molly.
Oh, okay.
I was doing Molly at least once, twice a day, just so I wasn't crying my eyes out.
Wow, bro.
And then, like,
was the army not paying you anything? Like, after? Like, no residual, nothing?
I got £12,000.
Just like that.
That's
for leaving?
That's it. The UK is not as patriotic as it is here in the States. Like,
okay.
I'll get a pension when I'm older, but, like, I went through all of this stuff with, it's like a charity. It's called the Royal British Legion, and they try to, like, help you resettle and all that kind of stuff. And I've got all these crazy skills. Like I can pick locks like straight away. Like I can get into any lock.
Damn.
Like people have called me up and been, do you know what's really funny? In COVID, I was telling to my ex-girlfriend, let me show you how to pick a lock. She was like, I'm not interested. When the fuck am I ever going to need to learn how to do that? I'm not robbing anybody. Bro, we broke up. Really bad breakup, right? She's moving house. We're not talking at this time. It's about a month after we've broken up, right? It's still quite fresh, right? And I get a phone call from her, and she's like, hey, I'm moving house tomorrow. I'm like, right, why are you calling me? And she says, we just stepped out to go get something to eat real quick, and I left my keys inside. Could you come and pick my lock?
And did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I had
fucked
to.
her, dog.
No, I didn't.
Hell yeah.
Bro, you know what happened?
Uh.
I walked up to her door. She's like, we've been trying to do this for like 2 hours. She doesn't sound like that. I don't know why I did that voice. Like, we've been trying to do this for like 2 hours. And I was like, I walked up. They were waiting in the lobby. I walked up, got a credit card out of my wallet, walked up to the door, slipped the lock. It just opened, and her face just dropped.
That's wild.
It just dropped. And I was like, yeah, boy. Such like a eureka, fuck you moment. That's you should have listened. Type of moment. You know what I'm saying? That's good.
Okay, and that's what you learned from like being in the army and shit?
Well, so like back to the robbing thing, I was just so angry at the world. I just didn't give a fuck. Like,
so and you said you also robbed like the armored cash trucks?
Yeah, so we
we got all nervous. Like, fuck, dude, the whole world knows now, dog.
Well, when
my 15 viewers all know, dude. Fuck, dude. Hey, snitch on them.
No, but like look, think about it, right?
Yeah.
My skills were close, engage, and kill the enemy. Stop.
So you would go, but aren't these armored vehicle guys armed?
Bro, the police in England don't even have guns.
Really?
No, bro.
So wait, they were police trucks?
No, they weren't police trucks. They was just like a private
right. And then
you can't. There's no.
So you would take the van, like the car?
No, we just take the money.
Oh,
when the guy's transferring it from the bank or from the shop to the van, you just run up and rob the guy.
Oh, but it was right in front of the bank
or the shop or whatever.
Oh,
who gives a fuck? You catch him when he's bringing the money back.
Oh, and then sometimes you take the money. And
we got lucky though because watch this. Sometimes, well, we wouldn't know if the money was going to or from the shop. So he could be coming back with empty boxes. Oh, but we got lucky. We got some money. That was all right.
Where would you run? Like into a car?
Yeah, we'd get into a car, and then we'd have another car nearby that was sort of. We knew where it was, obviously. Right. It was like in a relatively discreet location.
You just had to get to it.
Yeah, some sort of disguise, trench coats and a ski mask. And then like you do something like, for example, like you get back to the secondary car, unload whatever you've taken, and then someone would then take off their overalls, and they'd have like a nice sort of suit on and a briefcase, and they walk off in a different direction on a phone. Someone's got like cycling.
That's the shit you would do, like that movie shit.
I mean, bro. I mean, no, it's not like exactly like that. But I'm saying like that's where those are the kind of things that make life very, very easy. Here's the thing with it as well. Crime, but being a criminal. Here's what. It's only very, very, very stupid people that think the police are stupid. Any gangster, any like person who breaks the law, right? Yeah. Their job is pretty much exactly the same as anyone in law enforcement.
Right.
It's one versus the other. Catch me if you can. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have to respect law enforcement, because watch this. If you didn't respect law enforcement, let's say it was like this. If you phone for the police and they say, "Have you paid your bill?" Well, nah. Fuck you, we're not coming. Bro,
what
imagine
bill? Like a ticket?
Your bill to the police. Let's say they privatize the police force.
Right. Okay.
Do you have any idea the carnage? If they privatized the police, like they do with the medical and all that kind of shit. If they privatized the police, could you imagine the carnage that would ensue? I can't afford to pay my police bill this month. Oh, well, we'll give it to you. We'll give it to you with an extended, fee. Oh, think about that for a minute.
Fuck, dude.
Think about carnage. Pandemonium. Think about that.
You have to pay.
To
fucking be
911, what's your emergency? Oh, police, please. Okay, what's your reference number and your account number?
That's the future.
You haven't actually paid your bill. You haven't paid your bill. So, I can send one out, but it's going to be an extra $650 for this call out. What is it? Someone's broke into my house and they've kidnapped my daughter. Okay, we'll send them $600. And then, I can't pay it. It goes up. Can't pay it. Goes up. Can't pay it. Goes up.
Fuck.
It's serious shit, bro. Someone stole my car.
So how much money would you make from one of these robberies? Like from that
Oh,
robbery?
not much.
What about the cash van one?
Not much. Few grand.
Okay. Each?
Yeah, each lick. Yeah. Each
Okay.
lick.
So like
The racetrack was a good one though.
how much you make from the racetrack?
10.
Damn, bro.
10 racks.
But how are you respecting police by robbing places?
Well, if they caught me, bro, it's game over. Listen, I'm not a fucking criminal anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? I tell jokes for a living now. It's
Right.
just like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, looking back on it now, it was stupid. It was ignorant. It was ignorant. The army is bigger than me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I was arrogant. I was young. And I was angry. And, bro, here's the thing with it as well. One of the things that helped me through PTSD with the military, I signed on the fucking dotted line.
You what?
I signed on the dotted line. I signed up to be a soldier.
Right.
So, to be an infantry soldier, it's not like I thought I was going to fucking magic camp and then I was thrust into a war zone.
Right.
It's like I knew what I was getting myself into. So it's like, take some responsibility for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, I was very angry at the world and I just didn't care whether I sort of lived or died. I was suicidal. I tried to kill myself once in a garage. This is quite funny. I put a noose around my neck. I jumped off the stool and the beam snapped. I swear to God. And I lay on the floor in the garage crying for 2 hours. I didn't move. I just sobbed for 2 hours.
Damn.
It's crazy, right? The fucking beam snapped. And then I got in trouble for breaking something in the garage.
Hey, that's what you got to deal with when you don't die.
When you don't die, bitch.
You got to continue dealing with the world's problems.
Yeah, but it's
You're
just
like, fuck, I got to pick up the kids tomorrow still. You know, like, you got to deal with that now that the fucking shit didn't die. You know what I mean? Like, you got to...
Yeah, it's tough, man. That's why... That's why I started comedy.
You cry a lot, huh?
Yeah, constantly, bro.
I mean, it makes sense, dude. Do you still cry a lot?
Yeah, all the time.
Wow, it's because, bro,
never
when you kill people in Vietnam, you know, like those people go like
Vietnam.
I mean, not
I'm
Vietnam,
allowed.
shit. You know, people when like when you kill people and you get like a teardrop tattoo, where you killed so many people, you just have like fucking crying.
Listen,
like,
I'm not out to be
pouring
like
out
some
of the eyes.
like Rambo, some Rambo like.
That's why you cry so much, dude.
Some like Jason Statham would play in a movie. Like, It's not like that. It's really. Do you know what's fucking crazy about going to Afghanistan and these like war zones, and bro? Most of the time, a lot of the time, you are sitting on your ass doing nothing.
Really,
bro? Listen. I got so good at jerking off, bro. Like so good, bro. I got it down to like 15 seconds at one point.
Oh, I thought you meant like just doing it sneakily. You know?
Oh yeah, that too, bro.
I jerked off down a mountain snowboarding, but let's see if you can top that.
Bro, I've never done that. I don't know if I can top that. We had it's what's called a sangha. It's like a watchtower, and you build one on each corner of your compound. Takes like a week to build each one. Fucking out like sandbags and things like that, right? And the one on the south side of the compound was called South Sangha originally enough, and that was known as the Wank Sangha, and it was just glazed in sperm from the entire time we were just there. It was just the place where everybody went to jerk off. Like if you're in South Sangha, and there was like a stack of like,
so everyone knows
magazines.
Where the sperm mountain is.
Oh God, it was just like it was like, dude, you're supposed to be watching out to see if anyone's trying to overrun our position here, and you got your fucking cargo pants around your ankles, hammering away at yourself. But it's like, you know, the only time you can do it, and it was like, bro, the conditions there. It's like even just the smallest of things, like sitting to a table. You know what I mean? Like little things. Like everything goes in a bag. You shit into a bag, you eat from a bag, you sleep in a bag. Some of you go home in a bag.
Is it the same bag? God damn.
No, it's like, so this motherfucker.
Oh my God, dude. That's what's up.
It's a bit like space food, I suppose. It's like these like ration packs. You boil them up.
That's what's up.
It's like in a bag. You lived on them for 6 months. And you come home and you eat like a chicken kebab from one of them street vendors. And you shit.
Wow, that sounds like such a move right now,
bro,
dude.
You shit. Like,
I'm so down for a chicken kebab.
Do you know what I've got waiting at home?
Where?
Half a torta sandwich.
Fucking lucky motherfucker.
Bruh. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
It's going to be lit. So you, There's one more thing I wanted to ask you. I can't remember what it was now.
We'll end on it.
I'll end on it.
What's that last
My
last
one
thing,
was,
bro?
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say to you. So how long have you been doing stand up in LA? Like LA, how do you think LA compares to New York?
Well, here's the thing. I don't have the ability to say that because I wasn't doing New York.
Okay.
Like I went to one mic.
Oh, you went to one mic.
But
Where have you done it? Like just
mainly in LA, bro.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy how big? Where are you from originally?
Israel.
Of course you are. So the stand-up scene where I'm from, London, it's okay.
Dude, I mean, like, dude, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people here suck. You know what I mean?
Of course they do.
But a lot of people here are fucking great. And
Bro,
the beauty is like the mix. It's like it's a mix of everything. You know, you have a little bit of dog shit. You have a little bit of solid. You have a little bit of like excellence, and you can learn from everything. You can learn from the shit. You know what not to do or what you've done or how you can improve. You can learn from the greats and see what they're doing.
Superb.
I think the best person to learn from though is yourself.
It's yourself.
You know?
100%.
Watch you. Reflect on yourself.
Agree.
Meditate. And that goes to anything. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I just watch my own reels constantly over and
Oh,
over.
yeah, same. I don't even...
You?
I don't even watch other people's specials.
Bro,
I'm literally just scrolling through my own shit. Total narcissist.
We're coming to the...
You know what the 3 traits of success are, in my opinion?
Hit me. I can't wait for this. Live in a van.
Consistency.
Good.
Delusion. And narcissism. That's how you succeed, baby.
Delusion.
You have to be absolutely delusional.
100% agree.
Actually, it's not ambition. You have to be ambitious. You have to be delusional, and you have to be narcissistic. That's it. That's all you got to do.
100% agree. I agree. Honestly, I think being successful. Here's the thing with me though. It's like success to me isn't measured by like what I achieve.
It's how much money you stole.
Well, if I was going off of that, I wasn't a very good thief. I wasn't like a career criminal. I'm like one of these.
Bro, that sounds like fun though. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Just fucking like
it was exhilarating, but it was fucking stupid. And listen. I don't condone any of this. Like, if you want to rob banks, go right ahead. Like,
you just need to be a good strategist. You gotta read about Napoleon.
I'm very strategic. I'm very strategic. I still am, bro.
Were you though?
In
the time?
Yeah.
Back in the days?
I'm very strategic.
So were you strategically like sleeping under a bridge?
No, I was crying under that bridge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was the worst, bro. Being homeless was the worst, bro. I've been pissed on. I've had my stuff set on fire. My stuff, like, I hate my stuff.
Bro, someone bought pussy shit,
someone
bro.
bought
Why
some
you bitching.
Someone
I haven't cried in 2 years, bro. What the fuck? I haven't cried since my sister died, you know. I've seen.
That's worse than being homeless.
No, nah, I feel like you've seen a lot of shit. I've seen a lot of shit, man.
But here's the thing. Watch this. I love that saying. I love that sentence because watch this. I think that's what's beautiful about life. Yeah, I've seen my fair share of madness, but I don't feel like I would never be able to have gone through what you've gone through and come out how good you've come out, and vice versa. Do you know what I'm saying?
That you're saying that in my van.
Like no, but bro, like
I'm playing.
I'll be honest with you. I look at you and I just think, because obviously everyone has their own gripes in life. You know what I'm saying? But like, I look at you. I'll go to work doing something. I'll be running around and I'll scroll through Instagram and I'll see you living your life and doing your thing, and it just makes me happy. But I like watching people succeed. You get me? But it's like, here's the interesting thing about comedy. It's like not a team sport at all, but it's like you sort of attach yourself to people that you kind of respect and you feel you can grow with and learn from.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you and me are two polar opposite guys, isn't it? Like, I live in a house, you live in a van. You know what I'm saying? You're from Israel, I'm from England.
Right.
Like, you couldn't get more opposite on the spectrum, so it's nice. So thank you for having me on the show. Thank you for all of your help in this scene here, bro. And the scene here in LA, and I wouldn't be where
bro.
I wouldn't have killed on Saturday night if it wasn't for you. So thank you very much, man. Guys night,
a lot. Hey,
November 3rd.
November 3rd, be there. Guys night. This is gonna be up in December, but be there November 3rd.
Oh, you will have been there.
Hey, just know it was a fire-ass show, baby, and you missed it. Where were you? You better come to Guys Down December 3rd.
You're probably doing something stupid, like in the club. Like,
shout out your socials, bro.
My socials are at Babyface James. By the way, the only reason it's Babyface James and not Babyface Alex is because Babyface Alex just sounds really, really stupid.
So you changed your name just for that. All right.
Yeah. Babyface James, that's Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. That's just about it, man. Yeah. I have merch for sale. I have, I'm the only one that's actually bought any of the new merch.
Oh, you buy your own merch?
Well, I bought some.
I just printed merch too right now.
I actually have some of your merch. It's
Oh,
bloody lovely.
yeah.
I do, yeah.
I'm glad, bro.
Got some
that means
from
a lot to me.
got some from the last guys' night from the 4-4.
That was dope.
I was like, bro.
Well, I got some new merch coming.
So
Used to be a sperm merch. I'll show it to you right now.
Oh, bro.
Truth is, baby, that's what's up. We're now posting reels every single day on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. People's on the YouTube at Truthers Club. You'll find us. We post every week, baby.
Gang, thank you for having me. God bless for watching. Shout out my guy.
I'm Guy Reuben.
I'm Babyface James.